Hello, welcome to our channel. The peak sources used in installations with heat pumps can vary. One of the most widespread is the electric heater. Can a gas boiler be an alternative to such a solution? You'll find out in today's episode. Stay tuned. Oskar, there's been a lot of talk recently about heat pumps as devices that are an alternative to traditional heating systems. Tell us, what are the advantages of heat pumps?
The greatest advantage of heat pumps is, of course, their versatility. They can be used for both heating and cooling. They extract heat from the air, which is a renewable energy source, making the operation of heat pumps environmentally friendly.
And what challenges await a customer who wants to install a heat pump in their home?
The main challenge is the efficiency of the heat pump during the winter period, when very low temperatures prevail outside. These are conditions when it is necessary to use an additional heat source. There aren't many such days in a year, but when they come, you need to be prepared.
What devices can serve as peak sources for heat pumps?
The peak source for the heat pump can be an electric heater, a condensing boiler, but also extra power.
Extra power. Could you tell us more about this device?
Extra power is a new product in the heating equipment market, responding to the increasingly frequent problems with the operation of heat pumps, especially during the winter season. We are increasingly dealing with weather fluctuations, unexpected gales, heavy rainfall, or storms. We also have areas where power outages frequently occur. All this is not conducive to the operation of not only heat pumps, but also other energy sources. In such situations, an extra P boiler can be successfully used. Extra power is a condensing boiler specially designed to work with heat pumps. It is an ideal support for a heat pump, especially during periods of increased heat demand. This combination allows for comfort even during the greatest frosts. Thanks to being powered by a cylinder, it can be successfully used wherever connection to the gas network is not possible. An additional advantage is that they can be installed at any stage of the heat pump's operation and, most importantly, do not require major modifications to the central heating system.
And how does extra power differ from a boiler like, for example, gold or silver?
Extra power from well-known condensing boilers differs in structure. Its design has been adapted to work with heat pumps. The idea of its installation is similar to the installation of an instantaneous water heater. The boiler includes a manifold system that regulates the flow of heating water. It allows the boiler to be adjusted to the characteristics of the heating system. Compared to typical condensing boilers, extra power does not have its own circulation pump or three-way valve, as these functions are performed by the existing installation. For this reason, it cannot serve as an independent heating unit and cannot be installed in standard central heating systems.
How can extra power help us in case of frequent power outages?
The extra power boiler requires only about 70 watts of electrical power to operate. That's about 20 to 30 times less than the electrical power needed to operate a heat pump. Thanks to this, we don't need to build expensive energy storage with large capacities or use combustion generators. A UPS emergency power supply with a small battery is sufficient.
And how does the heating power of extra power compare to other solutions?
The extra power boiler provides heating power up to several dozen kilowatts, thus more than even the most powerful electric heaters. This ensures unrivaled comfort, especially for domestic water preparation.
And what about the installation costs?
The cost of the extra power boiler is much lower than the cost of an oversized heat pump designed to ensure comfort during the few coldest days of the year. The tangible benefits of its use will be evident already at the design stage of the installation. Using the extra power boiler provides great flexibility in selecting the power of the heat pump and allows for the creation of an economical, affordable, and efficient heating system without compromise.
To conclude, let's summarize. Extra power is nothing more than a gas-based supplementary heat source, providing ideal support for a heat pump, particularly during times of increased heat demand. And if you have additional questions, ask them in the comments. See you.